Young Justice season 1 was pretty good, I think. And so, I'm not reviewing Young Justice season 1. Haven't seen the season 4 or 3 yet. I'm afraid, because after season 2, I'm worried it's just going to get more worse. The season 2 is just a fucking mess, and it's not even one of the fun ones. It's just one of the annoying messes. Like, you're thinking to yourself, you could have done so much better. Why did you have to do a time jump? It's stupid. So there's a major time jump after season 1 is over. So when season 2 begins, we skipped at least a decade or so, or something like that, and the team is now older and very shady characters they have become, and kind of up their own asses in some one more ways than one. Majority of them, except for Superboy and Kid Flash. But there's also new members, and they're not really shady at all. So what I'm getting is, the more a hero becomes more experienced with the show's telling me, the more unlikable as a person and as a hero they're going to become. And that's what the show wants to go for, okay. I mean, I'm going to end up hating them in the end. Majority of them, the teams I liked, the team members I liked in the first season, I end up now hate now. Though, except for Superboy and Kid Flash, but after season 2 is over, one of them is dead, and the other one's still working with a couple of jackasses. That are shitty people. Because with age comes a bunch of shitheads. I guess something like that. It's just so. Robin's now a really shitty version of Batman as Nightwing. So instead of him being a more optimistic version of himself, he feels like a knockoff of Batman. There's no way. This is Nightwing. This is the worst fucking Nightwing I have ever seen in any of the portrayals of Nightwing. Because I fucking hate his guts. I liked him as Robin, but then he became, in season 2, he's now Nightwing now, and holy crap, this guy's a fucking prick. And a terrible leader. Now he's like in season 1, he had no confidence about being a leader. Now he has like a bunch of confidence about being a leader, only to be a terrible leader by keeping secrets from the team, and making shady character decisions. In fact, you wonder why the fuck he was brought back. Because say now he's a more shady character than Batman. And he feels like a poor man knockoff of Batman, and that's not who Nightwing's supposed to be. Nightwing's supposed to be just the adult version of Robin, basically. But more experienced, but on his own guy, you know? But he's not supposed to act like Batman, and this guy is not Nightwing. He just acts like a shitty copycat of Batman. Is not as good at it. At all. So, Miss Martian, oh, she's a fucking bloodthirsty psychopath now. By making super victim films, her victims, and not giving two shits about them, making them catatonics and leaving them in a permanent state of a catatonic state. This so she can get information out of them to read their minds to help benefit the team. And Aqualad, oh, he's now the villain of this, like working with his biological father as Black Manta, Aquaman's villain, arch nemesis. But it turns out he's just a double agent working for his old team. And Robin knew about it. And so did, well, Kid Flash's, like, girlfriend, now fiance, I think, at this point in life. And she faked her own death because, with the help of Aqualad, making it look like she killed her and stabbed her through in the chest. I mean, stomach. It was fine. It looked like he made it look like. So now they're both secret agents undercover for the team, and Kid Flash doesn't even know about it until later on in the series of season 2. Because Nightwing doesn't want anybody to know, because that will just make things. Because he doesn't think that they can actually keep a secret. So the one that knows about the little dirty endgame plan is Nightwing, and well, originally that got planned this out was Nightwing, Ironmas, I think her name is like Ironmas, and Aqualad. Yes. And then later on in the seasons, everything comes unwinding, and the reason why they didn't told anybody and let anyone in on first is because they thought it would be more convincing for the bad guys for them to keep secrets from their own team. Because they didn't think that they would be good enough actors to play along, I guess. So, Nightwing thought, you know? Because he's just the shittiest leader ever. He's just a dick, also. Anyway, then, after that, now like, the end game is, like, is upon them. and everything, the team come out of hiding and stop pretending to be bad villains in the final episode of the season 2. That was originally the series finale, until they decide to bring it back for 2 more seasons, for season 3 and season 4. Where the 3rd season was called Young Justice Outsiders, with Young Justice Outsiders, and then titled as season 3. So this final episode is called Endgame, as in their endgame is where they get the upper hand on all the bad guys and round them up in a corner and corner them. I had a piece of skin that was hanging off from my toe, okay? It was dead. Skin, so... So where was I? Endgame. Oh yeah, the corn, the bad guys. And our Red Arrow finds the original Speedy, because they find in season 1 and season 2 it finds season 1 if there's really on, and sometimes it seems that he's a clone and the Speedy is missing, so he finds Speedy, and Speedy steals arm from LexCorp, the real Speedy, and takes on the name Animus. Instead of Red Owl or Speedy, you know? And he goes separate with a different team. Sometime in the season. And which they corner the bad guys, and a big fight breaks out between the bad guys and good guys, and one thing leads to the other, into Kid Flash and the Flash, and also basically the Flash's grandson from the future teams up with all 3 species, teams up to outrun this thing, to run around this run in circles to contain this thing. And Kid Flash it's all to Kid Flash now, and he ends up fading away from existence because he's going through a certain amount of speed. He basically starts decaying, basically his cells, you know. So he's dead now, and his girlfriend, Beyonce, is all depressed and shit. And they honor him by making a statue of him, and that's that's the season 2, and and Darkseid in the is coming. It ends on this cliffhanger that Darkseid's coming, and a bunch of other bad guys with Darkseid following him is leading this army is like coming to take on the team and the Justice League themselves. So yeah, this is so much story in this season 2, and it feels really convoluted, and it feels like it doesn't have enough episodes to really feel like a coherent story and not a convoluted, bloated one. There's way too many stories in this that's trying to go for. I think the reason why some people like season 2 because it's very ambitious, but I think it's a little too ambitious. And what I mean by that is because it's very ambitious, more ambitious than season 1, but it might be too ambitious because the pacing shit. The pacing shit is trying to tell a more slow pacing, but it doesn't have enough episodes and enough time within each episode to really feel like it's well executed. And we can go back watching season 2 compared to season 1. It's kind of baffling how much they missed the mark, because they should have made the episodes longer, at least an hour long, or made more episodes in season 2. Because when we go back to watch season 2 again, it's quite it has its moments, but most of it's kind of all trying to jumble too many ideas, too many story threads to tie into one coherent story for it to feel well earned. Because the pacing is not, it doesn't have enough time for the pacing to really flow well and pace itself, you know? So, even though it has ambition, like there's these ideas, I'm going to have to give it a 0 out of 10 just for poor executing. The season is being poorly executed. Like, on paper, it's a really good ideas. These are all really great ideas, but, you know, you use too many ideas at once, you end up with a really unsatisfying and convoluted story. Especially when we don't have the time to really flesh these characters out, you know? And keep in mind, these are characters that are now in their late teens and not their early teenage years, like they were on like season 1. So these characters that we're revisiting, they feel like new characters because too much time has passed. And again, they're also introducing new characters to the team, you know? It's like, this is too much. And it's a mess. So yeah, I hate season 2 of Young Justice. Yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. All those reasons I justified it. So, yeah.